This episode of Derapy is brought to you by Ethan Arbuckle and Johnny Car Wash. Like the video.
Today is part 3 of our Good Kid, M.A.A.d City album review by Kendrick Lamar. Today we are listening to and reviewing Good Kid and M.A.A.d City.
You forgot one.
And swimming pools.
Okay.
I am very excited for this. I don't actually want to waste any more time. Let's just get into the music.
Derapy.
Good Kid is the 7th track from this album. It follows right after Kenny's being jumped by two homies in hoodies outside of Shireen's at the end of Poetic Justice. This may set off the realization that maybe he doesn't want to stick around in the hood forever. The theme of this song is that despite Kendrick being a good kid, he's still treated with hostility by gangsters and police officers alike. Also, no profanity in this song. Isn't that crazy?
Look inside these walls and you see him having withdrawals of a prisoner on his way. Trapped inside your desire to fire bullets that stray. Track attire, just tell you I'm tired and ran away. I should ask a choir, what do you require to sing a song that acquire me to have faith? That's the record spin, I should pray. For the record, I recognize that I'm easily prey. I got 8 alive yesterday. I got animosity building. It's probably big, it's a building. Me jumping off of the roof. It's me just playing it safe. But what am I supposed to do when the topic is red or blue? And you understand that I ain't, but no, I'm accustomed to just a couple that look for trouble and live in the street with rank. No better picture to paint than me walking from Bible study and called his homies because he had said he noticed my face from a function that took in place. They was wondering if I banged. Step on my neck and get blood on your Nike checks. I don't mind, cause one day you respect the good kid, M.A.A.d City.
So much to unpack here. Look inside these walls and you see him having withdrawals from the jump. Already great rhyming. Kendrick says if you look inside these walls of Compton, you'll see a prisoner on his way. He's mentally trapped, he's physically trapped, and on a path to potentially a real prison. Trapped inside your desire to fire bullets that stray. Track attire just to tell you I'm tired and ran away. Track attire like running track. Ran away ties into the previous bar where it ends with stray, not just the rhyme, but runaways are strays. Ask a choir, what do you require to sing a song that acquire me to have faith? This is some of Kendrick's best writing, in my opinion. I'm telling you right now, as the records spin, I should pray. For the record, I recognize that I'm easily prey. Pray like prayer. For the record, as in the record spin, he should pray. He's prey like P-R-E-Y, like he's being preyed upon. I got 8 alive yesterday, like a predator would eat a prey. The last song, he got jumped, so yesterday could be the previous song that he's referring to. He says, animosity is building. It's probably big as a building. Jumping off the roof is me playing it safe. So bro's saying, like, I would be better off just taking matters into my own hands instead of having to endure this trauma. What am I supposed to do when the topic is red or blue? This is such a good line because it refers to both gangs and the police at the same time. Kendrick paints the picture at the end of the verse of him leaving Bible study and getting harassed by police because he simply looks like someone they're looking for. This verse kind of flies by, but there's just a ton to break down. It's really heavy so far. Let's hit the second verse.
This is your station, baby. All I see is strobe lights blinding me in my hindsight, finding me by myself. Promise me you can help. In all honesty, I got time to be copacetic until you had finally made decision to hold me against my will. It was like a head-on collision that folded me standing still. I can never pick out the difference in greater cop on the bill. Every time you clock in the morning, I feel you just want to kill all my innocence while ignoring my purpose to persevere as a better person. I know you heard this and probably in fear, but what am I supposed to do when the blinking of red and blue flash from the top of your roof and your dog has to say roof and you ask lift up your shirt cause you wonder if a tattoo of affiliation can make it a pleasure to put me through gang files, but that don't matter because the matter his racial profile. I heard them chatter, he's probably young but I know that he's down. Step on his neck as hard as your bulletproof vest. He don't mind, he know and never respect the good kid, M.A.A.d City.
So our second verse focuses on the police. Strobe lights blinded me in my hindsight because they're behind him and because it happened in the past. Kendrick uses the word copacetic, which I don't have a lot of commentary on. It's just a word you don't hear very often. The only person I've heard use it is my mom. It means to be cool and cordial, basically stay calm and be, nice and decent to people.
Well, it's good he's staying calm.
Despite this, he's being held against his will. The police in Compton do not care if you are trying to be copacetic with them. Next, we get great rhymes along with pretty cool alliteration. Made decision, Against My Will, Head On Collision, For Me Standing Still, Pick Out Difference, Grade Cop on Bill, Clock in the Morning, I Feel You Just Want to Kill. So we're getting 2 different rhyme schemes per bar. Then we have Purpose to Persevere as a Better Person. I know you heard this and probably in fear. What am I supposed to do? Wow. We get another red and blue mention, but the red and blue this time is on the roof of a police car where a police dog got a woof because, that's their job. They're looking for tattoos on them to affirm their suspicion of affiliation. These cops basically are hyping each other up to beat a man down based on preconceived notions. Sorry, not a man, a child. Beat a kid down based on preconceived notions about affiliation based on solely just racial profiling. It's awful, but Kendrick portrays it perfectly. Let's hear how our track ends here.
This is your station, baby. All I see in this room, 20 Xannies in these rooms, grown up candy for pain. Can we live in the same society? It's entirely stressful upon my brain. You hired me as a victim, I quietly hope for change. When violence is the rhythm, inspired me to obtain the silence in this room. With 20 Xannies and shrooms, some grown up candy, I lost it. I feel it's nothing to lose. The street's short to release the worst side of my best. Don't mind, just now you up in your net. The good kid, Mad City. Mass hallucinations, baby.
Grown-up candy for pain. Can we live in a sane society? It's entirely stressful upon my brain. Kendrick is writing this album like it's the last thing he'll ever do. The song is a 10.
10.
It's very underrated in my opinion because of the next track, which is also awesome. But it sounds, the next track, it sounds more fun, ironically. The subject matter is not meant to be fun, but it's the matter part. I think Pharrell's contribution in this song is great. The verses are incredibly performed. Not a single bar is wasted. The way he paints the picture, the lyricism, the production, the song could not be better in my opinion. But let's move on to the wilder, older brother of this song, fan favorite, part 2, M.A.A.d City.
If Pyros and Crips all got along, they probably gun me down by the end of the song. Seem like the whole city go against me. Every time I'm in the street, I hear yak, 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 yak.
Man down, where you from, nigga? Fuck who you know, where you from, my nigga? Where your grandma stay, my nigga? This M.A.A.d City, I run, my nigga.
Quick break in the action. Editor Derek here. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
The M.A.A.d in M.A.A.d City is an acronym for My Angels on Angel Dust and My Angry Adolescents Divided. The latter definitely makes sense, referring to the Good Kid, M.A.A.d City couple of tracks. M.A.A.d is also a reference to the Compton hip-hop group WC and the M.A.A.d Circle. WC from that group would go on to form West Side Connection, another group who had ties to Ice Cube and Mac 10 from NWA. Sick. While Good Kid conveys a innocent Kendrick being targeted, M.A.A.d City is more aggressive in highlighting other situations where Kendrick is witnessing people just being blasted or how his friends successfully help him get promoted to customer right after he gets a job, all types of shenanigans. So let's get into the verse.
Brace yourself, I take you on a trip down memory lane. This is not a rapper, I'm slinging crack or moon cocaine. This is cul-de-sac and plenty cognac and major pain. Not the drill sergeant, but the stress that weighing on your brain. It was me, El Boogie, Yang Yang, YG Lucky. Ride down Rosecrans, it got ugly. Waving your hand out the window, check yourself. Warriors and Conans, hope euphoria can slow dance with society. The driver seat, the first one to get killed. Seen a light-skinned nigga with his brains blown out at the same burger stand with same gout. Now this is not a tape recorder saying that he did it, but ever since that day I was looking at him different. That was back when I was 9. Joey packed a
Kendrick, I know you're not snitching.
He's not snitching.
He said it was me, El Bug, and Yan Yan, YG Lucky, ride down Rosecrans.
Write that down.
Then he says, I saw him get his brains blown out. Not saying that this guy did it. I'm just saying that ever since then, I look at him a little different. All right, bro. All right. This is a joke. He's clearly not selling. He's not snitching. He's not telling on anybody. Kendrick tells us from the jump, it's a trip down memory lane, and we are not slinging Krenak or pushing Dolly Parton. The flow on Warriors and Conan's Hope Euphoria can slow dance with society. The driver's seat, the first one to get killed. The flow is very dope. The bars are actually quite sad, though. Kendrick witnessed somebody being killed, and that is not good. It's not good. Kendrick said in an interview that the name is censored solely because he knows who it was, and he really doesn't want you to know. Like, he's not trying to slander anybody. He's not trying to incriminate anyone. So I'm not going to speak on that anymore because, you know, if Kendrick doesn't want anybody, I'm not going to. But Kendrick says this is back when he was 9, which is insane to think about. Like a 4th grader witnessing a soul getting hooked in broad daylight is just not normal stuff. But that's Mad City.
Looking at them different, that was back when I was 9. Joey packed a 9, pack a stand on every porch is fine. We adapt to crime, pack a van with 4 guns at a time. With the sliding door, fuck it's up, fuck you shooting for. If you ain't walking up, you fucking punk. Picking up the fucking pump, picking off you sucker, dick or die, a sucker punch. A wall of bullets coming from AKs, ARs, AR, duck. That's what mama said when we was eating that free lunch. Oh man, goddamn, all hell broke loose. You killed my cousin back in 94. Fuck your truce. Now crawl your head in that noose. You wind up dead on the news. Ain't no peace treaty, just peace and BG's up to pre-approved. Bodies on top of bodies, IVs on top of IVs. Obviously the coroner between the sheets like the Osleys. When you hop on that trolley, make sure your color's correct. Make sure you're corporate or they'll be calling your mother collect. They say the governor collect all of our taxes except when we in traffic and tragic happens. That shit ain't no threat. You moving backwards if you suggest that you sleep with a tech. Go buy your chopper and have a doctor on speed dial, I guess. Mad City.
Bend down.
Kendrick is now rhyming words at the beginning of bars. Pakistan on every porch is fine. We adapt to crime. Pack a van with 4 guns at a time with a sliding door. Fuck is up? This part is unintentionally funny because Kendrick is bragging about stuffing weapons of destruction into his mother's van. Like Mama Duckworth. Her van with a sliding door. Notice how last track has no profanity. Now, Kendrick is kind of overdoing it because that's what kids do. Fuck is up.
Whoa.
Fuck you shooting for. Fucking punk.
Whoa.
Pick up the fucking pump.
Jeez.
Suck a dick.
Oh my god.
Flow switch. And then we get AK. Hey y'all. Hey y'all.
What your gun sound like?
Kendrick then refers to the truce that was signed in April of 92, where Bloods and Crips signed a truce right before the outbreak of the LA riots. People like Tupac, a GOAT, and football legend Jim Brown, another GOAT, helped facilitate this. The truce did not last. There are many theories as to why that is. I will not speak on it because I don't know.
Nice one.
But Kendrick personally refers to the killing of his cousin back in 94 and states that in this song, Mad City, teenage Kenny does not care about previous truces or deals. We are pulling up with that yak. Let me know what your personal favorite line from this verse is. I personally really enjoy the when we in traffic and tragic happens, that shit ain't no threat. You moving backwards if you suggest that you sleep with a tech.
That motherfucker's so good at rapping.
Heart. This song is crazy. The energy is insane. The violence being depicted is wild. They played this at my high school prom. What's up with that? Why would they do that?
Every time I'm in the street, I hear yak.
Wake your punk ass up. It ain't nothing but a Compton thing. Chill. Real simple and plain. Let me teach you some lessons about the street. Hood. Ain't nothing but a Compton thing. Chill. How we do?
I'm locked in.
Fresh out of school, cause I was a high school grad. Sleeping in the living room of my mama's pad. Reality struck, I seen a white car crash. Hit the light pole, 2 niggas hopped out on foot and dashed. My pop said I needed a job, I thought I believed him. Security guard for a month and ended up leaving. In fact, I got fired cause I was inspired by all of my friends to stage a robbery the 3rd Saturday I clocked in. Projects tow up, gang signs get thrown up. Cocaine laced in marijuana. And they wonder why I really smoke now. Imagine if your first blunt had you foaming at the mouth. I was straight tweaking the next weekend, we broke even. I made allegiance and made a promise to see you bleeding. You know the reasons, but still I never know my life. Kendrick, aka Compton's human sacrifice.
Yeah.
Kendrick raps with a childlike voice to give you a glimpse into his world. He talks about staging the robbery at his job as a teenager so his friends can hit a lick, which is kind of hilarious. I'm not going to lie. Getting caught is even funnier. But what is not funny is freaking out because your lettuce got laced. We'll talk more about that later. We actually have a feature verse.
Still in the hood, no, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, the hood took me under, so I follow the rules. But yeah, that's like me. I grew up in the hood where they bang, and niggas that rep colors is doing the same thing. Pass it to the left so I can smoke on me. A couple drive-bys in the hood lately. Couple of IPs with the fucking spray can. Shots in the crowd, then everybody ran. Hood been a slave, the street life I crave. Shots at the enemy, hearts turn brave. Mount up, regulators in the whip. Down the boulevard with the pistol grip. Yeah, trip. We in the hood still, so low grab strap, cause G's so real. Deal with the outcome, a strap in the hand and a burn 10 grams where motherfuckers stand.
Hey, I just wanted to give you the opportunity in case you are not wearing headphones, you're not wearing earbuds, or maybe you have earbuds in, but you're only wearing one. I need you to put the other earbud in. If you have headphones that you can listen to this on, please put the headphones on because you're not going to get the effect of this verse from Kendrick here unless, you know, you have like left and right channels and stuff like that. So lock in, okay? Lock in.
Being in a car works too.
If I told you I killed a nigga at 16, would you believe me? Or see me to be innocent Kendrick you seen in the street with a basketball and some now latest to eat? If I'm mashing all of my skeletons, would you jump in the sea? Would you say my intelligence now is great relief? And it's safe to say that our next generation maybe can sleep with dreams of being a lawyer, doctor, instead of boy with a chopper. They hold the codice like hostage, kill them all if they gossip. The children of the corn, they vandalizing the option of living a lie. Drive their body with toxins, constantly drinking and drive. Hit the powder, then watch this flame that arrive in his eye. Listen, count with the concept is aim and they bang in the slide. Out that bitch with deposit a price on his head. The tots probably go to the projects. I live inside the belly of the rough. Compton, USA. Made me an angel and angel dust. What?
Being an engineer or producer for Kendrick must be crazy because this third verse, it has the whole track swinging like back and forth from left ear to right here. Then
Try again.
left ear to right ear. Then it has this pitch going from normal to like up and then all the way down and then like back around. And I never even really looked at the lyrics until today, but the flow is actually crazy if you tap into it. He begins the verse by saying, if I told you I killed somebody at 16, would you believe me? Perceive me to be innocent Kendrick you seen in the street with a basketball and some now or laters to eat. If I mention all of my skeletons, would you jump in the seat? Would you say my intelligence now is great relief? And it's safe to say that our next generation maybe can sleep with dreams of being a lawyer or doctor instead of a boy with a chopper that hold the cul-de-sac hostage. I am telling you that Good Kid and Mad City, these two songs together, are probably the two best. It's the two. It's the best
You got it.
couple of songs back to back.
There you go.
Likely in Kendrick's entire catalog. Last song was Good Kid, and I gave it a 10. I guess now I have to say it was a light 10, and this is a strong 10 because
10.
this song
10.
does go harder than the last song, not just from like the beat goes crazy or it's a banger, but the ambitious production, especially on the second half of this track after the beat switch with the feature, with the effects, with the lyricism, with the storytelling. And this is it all ends with the last words from the verse being made me an angel on angel dust. So it brings it back to the acronym, which is the title of the song. The effects add to the effect of Kendrick being high, but then taking that drink and his mind just kind of going all over the place. It's a perfect song. Good Kid, Mad City, the album, is so much better than I remember it being because I never really took the time to sit down and listen to it in a critical way like this. But we are only 7 or 8 tracks into this 12-track project, and I'm already having it leap over these other Kendrick albums that I've grown to love over the course of the past year or few years. This song is incredible. The last song is incredible. There are more incredible songs to come. I am blown away. Let's get to this outro, which continues our narrative, our short film here.
Nigga, pass Dot the bottle. Damn. You ain't the one that got fucked up. What you holding it for? Niggas always acting insensitive and shit.
Nigga, that ain't no word.
Nigga, shut up. Doc, you good, my nigga? Don't even trip. Just lay back and drink that.
Hate when my friends act all unsensitive.
Sensitive as hell.
So Kendrick partook in a little bud, herb, little chiba, little dagga, hemp, dope, Mary Jane, lettuce, hay, wacky tacky tobacco, pot, reefer, ganja, alfalfa, mean green, and now it's got him feeling kind of hazy, kind of lazy, a little crazy. So now they're giving the kid some liquor, which is super safe.
This is a joke.
This leads us to the song Swimming Pools, which was also played at my high school prom for some reason.
Pull up,
Frank,
headshot,
Frank,
sit down,
Frank,
stand up,
Frank,
pass out,
Frank,
wake up,
Frank,
fade it,
Frank,
fade it.
Nah, I done grew around some people living their life in bottles. Granddaddy had the golden flask, backstroke every day in Chicago. Some people like the way it feels. Some people want to kill their sorrow. Some people want to fit in with the popular. That was my problem. I was in a dark room, loud tunes, looking to make a vow soon that I'ma get fucked up, filling up my cup. I see the crowd mood changing by the minute, and the record on repeat. Took a sip, then another sip. Then somebody said to me, nigga, why you babysitting? Only 2 or 3 shots. I'ma show you how to turn it up a notch. First you get a swimming pool full of liquor, then you dive in it. Pool full of liquor, then you dive in it. I wave a few bottles, then I watch them all fly. All the girls wanna play, they watch. I got a swimming pool full of liquor and they dive in it. Pool full of liquor, I'ma dive in it.
Peer pressure strikes again. Young Kenny says his granddaddy had problems. He knows that some people use alcohol to feel, others use it to cope, some use it just to fit in. This, fitting in, is Kendrick's problem. In the chorus, he's getting clowned on for only having 2 or 3 shots, just babysitting them.
2, 3.
I would argue that 3 to 5 is exactly where you want to be. Like, I'm peaking at like 6 these days. I'm old. Also, this whole pour up, headshot, sit down, stand up, pour up, sit down, shot faded, stand up, sit down. It's too much, man. It sounds like way too much. But also, I'm 91 years old. Let's get into the second verse where Kendrick's conscience is now the problem.
Frank. Okay, now open your mind up and listen to me, Kendrick. I'm in your conscience. If you do not hear me, then you will be history, Kendrick. I know that you're nauseous right now, and I'm hoping to lead you to victory, Kendrick.
If I take another one down, I'ma drown in some poison, abusing my limit. I think that I'm feeling the vibe. I see the love in her eyes. I see the feeling of freedom is granted as soon as the damage of vodka arrives. This how you capitalize. This is parental advice. And apparently, I'm over influenced by what you are doing. I thought I was doing the most, and someone said to me, nigga, why you babysitting? Only 2 or 3 shots.
We get more effects on the front end of this verse with the panning going back and forth. High-pitched conscience talk pitches down into a fast flow from Mr. Lamar, where he is just drowning in the poison, and he is clearly reaching his limit while also feeling the vibe and seeing love in her eyes. Every time he thinks he's done drinking, the homies hit him with the chorus. My friends, you have to know your limit. Your body will give you signs. If you're swaying, if you're feeling nauseous, if you get that tickle in your throat, take a breather.
What do you mean by that?
Get some water. Rally. Stay locked in. I do have a light criticism for the song. The chorus and the post-chorus feel really repetitive to me. We get the Shireen interlude. We got the bridge. I ride, you ride, bang, 1 chopper, 100 shots, bang, hop out, do you, bang. There is so much slow and melodic filler here, it feels like, and I know that's probably intentional, the repetitiveness, the length of the song, feeling stuck and trapped. What I'm saying is it's a little overdone. Like, I just don't like it. And maybe this is a product of me just listening to 2 incredible songs, arguably the peak of the album, but I truly don't listen to Swimming Pools that much. Even when I am preparing for these episodes and I'm always listening to the album over and over again, I just don't really get all that excited about Swimming Pools, if I'm being honest. I think it just reminds me of a different time. It just doesn't resonate with me the way some of these other tracks do. But yeah, let's get into this last verse.
All I have in life is my new appetite for failure. And I got hunger, pain that grow insane. Tell me, do that sound familiar? If it do, then you're like me. Make an excuse that your relief is in the bottom of a bottle, and the green is in the leaf. As the window open, I release everything that corrode inside of me. I see you joking while you laugh. Don't you feel bad? I probably sleep and never ever wake up. Never ever wake up. Never ever wake up. In God I trust. But just when I thought I had enough.
So when we get to the end of the album version of Swimming Pools, we get an update after Kendrick gets jumped at Shireen's.
They stopped the homie out over a bitch? Get out, you good, lad? No, we can drop it back off.
That nigga straight, man. That nigga ain't tripping.
We gonna do the same old shit. I'm gonna pop a few shots. They gonna run opposite way. Fall right in his lap. And he gonna tear their ass up. Simple as that.
And I hope that bitch that set him up out there, we gonna pop that bitch too.
Wait, hold up. Hey, I see something. Got them niggas. Get out, you good? You good?
Yeah, blood, I'm good. Dad, you good?
Hey, say something. Hey, these bitch niggas killed my brother.
After Kendrick gets stomped out by the dudes at Shireen's, Kendrick's homies plan to retaliate. Once again, it seems like Kendrick basically has no say in the matter. They offer to drop him back off at his place, but we don't actually hear him respond. They basically plan on spinning the block on the dudes that beat up Kenny, and claim they'll pop Shireen if they see her too. It seems like they get what they ask for. They pull up on the peeps, exchange fire, and it sounds like they hit who they wanted to, but unfortunately it seems like they lost one of their own. Super sad way to end the track and our episode, but if you thought I was done attacking you emotionally, the next part of our series will be covering the track Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst. Some people talk about this song like it's the greatest song that Kendrick has ever made. I'm familiar with it. I'm excited to talk about it. Don't know if I'm like super emotionally ready to really get into the nitty gritty of it, but we have a week to prepare, which honestly, it's probably going to take an entire episode to talk about that song on its own. But Swimming Pools is a decent to strong 8. In my opinion, it's a very good track, but it doesn't bang like the other bangers, and it doesn't have the impact that Good Kid, M.A.A.d City has on the album or on me. I don't think it's as iconic as Money Trees or as fun melodic as Poetic Justice even.
8.
But let me know how you would rate these tracks. Tell me how you felt the first time listening to that outro from Swimming Pool's extended version. And let me know how you think I'm going to react to trying to break down Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst. Please remember to
like the video.
Shout out Ethan Arbuckle and Johnny Carwash for sponsoring this episode of Derapy. Please consider joining the Patreon, where the episodes are posted first at free, or join the derps for as little as $1. These episodes are not monetized. Love you, mean it, enjoy the outro, and you know what's next.
Promise that you will sing about me. Promise that you will sing about me. I said when the lights shut off, and it's my turn.